Hey guys, welcome back to Healing Intuition. My name is Corie. I'm here to help you create a happy, healthy, and wealthy life. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everyone liking, sharing, subscribing, making purchases, booking, sending in donations, la-di-da-di-da. For some reason, I've been wanting to, like, when I do my intro, I don't know if it's still a habit, or if this is like kind of like, maybe some people are kind of still like living in the past a little bit, but I want to say thank you. Welcome to Fairy Wisdom. So I didn't actually always have that, like when I switched over, right, when I like did the like rebranding. So I don't know if like there's this energy of like maybe things from the past resurfacing, or like we're, like kind of on that message that I talked about yesterday, like something's like coming back around or something along those lines. I don't know, but we'll see if anything like that comes out. The energy today, woo! So most of earlier today, it was very heavy. So if anyone felt very heavy, kind of very just like lethargic, like just kind of like, I don't want to do anything. Almost feeling like lost, like feeling like you went backwards in vibe or in state or something like that. Like, I think what it is there's a lot of things going on astrologically right now. A lot of things that I don't have all the information on to tell you, but I do know that it's happening, so I have that enough information to tell you to look it up. I know that like the Lionsgate portal opened, we started a new like galactic year or something like that today. Like there's a lot going on today's date. And so I think like with all of that kind of shifting, I know in my area the weather it's like cooled way down. It's been very cloudy. Like I just think things are kind of like shifting. It was kind of a time to really kind of relax, recharge, kind of refill your cup, if you will, right? Maybe do some cleansing of yourself, of your environment, your children, your whatever it may be. Like I'm even feeling drawn to, I'm going to go ahead and like do a little bit of saging while we're here on this video. Part of me kind of wishes that we were live, but I'm in it, and we're going to do this like this. So anyway, so I'm gonna light this and kind of get this going, rolling for us. I'll send you some love, and I'll kind of cleanse things on my end. And but yeah, it just feels like there was some cleansing going on, right? Kind of maybe some things being brought to your awareness that needed to be cleansed, if you will, or just like a resurfacing or something. And I'm not sure, this isn't lighting very well, and I might need a new lighter soon. Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of send some of that over there to you. Maui hates it, but he always wants to smell it. He'll like get really close to it, and then and whenever I like go to like kind of like go around him, like he's like, no. All right. So we'll just kind of let that burn out here. All right, let's get some cards to choose from, and then we'll dive right in here. Super excited. My new personal deck should be here. My personal Earth Angels deck that I personally made should be here soon, and we'll be able to use those during a reading. I can't wait to show you guys. I can't wait to be able to offer them to you as well. very, 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 it's a beautiful deck. Anyways, all right, cards to choose from, please. As I suspected, we have 2 piles to choose from. So 2 of Wands is going to be pile 2, and then the 10 of Wands is going to be pile, 2 of Wands is pile 1, 10 of Wands is pile 2. Sorry. Goodness. Pile 1. If you chose this 2 of Wands, I wanted to get that 5:55 timestamp because it felt like I needed to. It felt like it was very, very necessary. I feel like there's like huge, like 555 talks about changes, right? Talks about big, huge changes. And so I feel very much like that's significant for you right now, pile 1. And these are changes that I feel like you've been seeing coming, you've been feeling coming, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's almost just like, okay, you know, like I'm doing everything that I can. You know what I'm saying? Like she's got her sword, she's got, like it looks like she's got, you know, a wand here, she's got a sword here, she's got this crystal ball that it looks like maybe she's looking into that's kind of shedding a lot of light onto something. So it seems like you've been doing everything that you can, right? Using all your tools, using all the elements, and just continuing to move forward on something that you've had some sort of insight that's actually creating, right? It's actually building. This is the 2 of Wands. So it's like you know it's coming, right? Because we've passed the Ace of Wands where it's a yes. This is a yes at the Ace of Wands, new opportunity, right? And you're just kind of hanging out in this 2 of Wands, understanding like, hey, this is kind of happening. And it almost feels like you're still kind of like, you know, merging over into the 3 of Wands of kind of like waiting, right? The 2 of Wands makes me feel like in this deck, in this energy, that this is where you're manifesting, right? This is where you're creating. And we haven't quite reached the 3 of Wands where you patiently wait on that ship to come in, right? You wait through that gestational period. But for some reason, this feels like it's a newer manifestation, right? But you're kind of still, it feels like it's a jumble of a bunch of manifestations going on right now. And it's almost like I feel like maybe you're trying to organize how and when these are going to come in, because I think that you're starting to see your true power as, you know, an infinite being creating your own reality, right? How powerful you truly are, how you really truly are able to manifest things. And so I feel like you're almost kind of like looking back on like, okay, so I manifested this, and then this, and this, and this, and this, and this. You know what I'm saying? So it feels like, it feels kind of like that. Like, okay, so what should I expect next? You know what I'm saying? And I want to say that whatever, like, there's something that you've probably been working really hard on, more so than the other manifestations, right? Whatever this is probably something that you enjoy doing a lot more than the other things that you're attempting to manifest, or something along those lines. And so I have a feeling whatever that is probably what's going to be coming next, if you will. Like you've probably pretty well invested in this. You know, whether it be time, money, energy, all of the above, all these different things, right? And it's like, I feel like that time has got to be coming. Like, I feel like it's got to be, you know what I mean? Like right now, like right around the corner. So I'm not sure what's kind of going on with it. And so I feel like maybe that's why you're like looking into this crystal ball here, like, okay, so what's the status? Like, what's the, you know, like, what percentage is this download? You know what I'm saying? Oh, goodness. Yeah, whatever it is, it's very fulfilling for you. Makes you very happy here, okay? Um, some of you, it might be like a social media. It might be, you might be readers. You might be some sort of spiritualist here, but we have the High Priestess and the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like part of it, part of whatever this manifestation is definitely, it's got to do with, you know, financial freedom in a way, right? But I do feel very much so that you're guided in order to create this. You currently, right now, are experiencing financial freedom in a way of that, you know, you have everything that you need, right? Some of you, you have more. There's plenty of an abundance here, okay? But for some reason, off of this High Priestess card, I'm getting this energy of somebody like watching you very closely, right? This is somebody who, and look at this moon at her foot here, okay? Very significant. It feels like this new moon coming up is very significant as far as timing goes. So it seems like there might be some sort of opportunity here that might actually like provide you like more financial stability, right? We're going from the eight of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles, something that, you know, you're not going to have to really work as much. It seems like it's like more so like harvest time for you, pile one, around this new moon, okay? I feel very much so that there's like there's an energy of somebody watching you from a distance or something like that, to bring you some sort of opportunity, something that's going to make you very happy. And it's going to, you know, there's going to be some sort of communication in regards to this very soon here. Okay. The reason I don't feel that it's like relationship wise, is because the energy here feels mostly focused on finances. It feels like that is your main focus. Some of you might already actually be in a relationship. There are some of you that might get some sort of communication here that actually helps you put to rest some sort of, put something to rest here, right? Some sort of connection, some sort of relationship possibly, right? And to begin then focusing back on yourself and filling your own cup here, okay? It just feels like in a matter of like a couple days or a couple of like whatever, there's so much communication coming through that's really going to help you realign, right? That's going to bring in an opportunity, help you put something to rest and move forward. Like once and for all. You know what I'm saying? Like, so whatever is being put to rest, this is something or someone that's very in and out of your life, that's very up and down, that's very all over the place. So, let's see here. Don't go looking for it though. Like like that was very clear. Like they almost like screamed that. Like don't go looking for this communication. Attract this communication. Allow this communication to come to you, because it's going to. Like it's time. I feel like it's definitely time. Like something about like pulling the veil. There's some sort of veil that's being lifted here for you, pile one, with this communication. That's really going to kind of, I heard, set the record straight, set things straight. Yeah. Yeah. Look, on the bottom of this deck, we had the Sun, and again with the Ace of Swords, right? Some sort of very revealing communication coming towards you. That's really going to kind of bring a lot of things to light here. Messages for pile one. Yeah, so what you're being guided to do right now is really just surrender to the present moment, right? Continue moving forward on whatever it is that you've been working on. And this has been kind of like the message, right, as of lately, is just surrender to the present moment, continuing to stay focused on what you've been working on, and allowing yourself to attract this communication. But I feel like this communication is going to do two things, right? It's like a double-edged sword, I am hearing. So it might be, on one instance, it might be some sort of information that kind of cuts, right? It kind of doesn't feel super great, but at the same time, it's very relieving in a way, and also it releases you. Like, I'm just seeing like a butterfly, this like suddenly like take off, right? Because this clarity, while it hurts a little bit, it also is a relief in some sort of way, right? Like almost like, I knew it. Fuck it. Sorry, excuse my language, but yeah, basically just like that. So, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And understand that this clarity, like, there may be some of you that are going to be like, man, I wish I would have known this like 2 years ago, or man, I wish I would have known this whenever, right? Or I would have had this clarity or this confirmation whenever, right? And it just wasn't time, okay? But I think that, like, once this comes through, it just feels like you'll be able to see things very crystal clear. Like, almost like pixelated, I'm hearing. So I don't know what that means. I'm not a techie person, but it might be significant to somebody. But also, just as I'm doing this reading, it seems very like my vision itself seems very much like crystal clear. Like, anyways, and I don't have great vision. I don't. Okay. This is for pile one. Also, my birthday is on the 30th of this month. I just want to let everyone know. So we have the hyena, and we have fear here. Yeah, it feels like maybe some of you are afraid of this communication actually coming through, right? It's almost like you know what this communication is, but you fear you fear it being real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to give whatever this situation, this person, this thing, the benefit of the doubt, but you are. I also am feeling from this card that there's like you or somebody else is like living two different lives, right? There's two different energies going on here. Like you're kind of like halfway between the veil in a way, like halfway between two different realities, right? The scarcity mindset and then the abundant mindset, right? Fear, love, right? That's what it feels like you're teetering, right? In this spot. But I feel very much so that like your heart is on the side of love and your brain is on the side of fear. And what we need to do is align those two and bring you back over here. Again, with the person watching, like there's just this energy, it just feels like you're being watched in a way, pile one. And it could be, and I feel like maybe you have a lot of people watching you, right? People with good intentions, people with not so good intentions, people, but it does feel very much so that you have people watching you. No, we're going to get one out of here and then we'll get the advice. Oh, these are all wonky. It's crazy that I cut that right there. I found the golden ticket. So, but when I heard that card was kind of in reverse. So I feel like maybe I feel like this is somebody outside of you that feels like they've found the golden ticket, right? They've found the key to whatever it may be, right? The key to get under your skin, the key to keep you in this fear mindset or something along those lines. But they haven't. They have not. There is no key because pile one, you're ascending whether they like it or not. Like it's it's written in the stars. It's divinely guided. There's no there. I feel like pile one, there may be some people, and this might be the conversation that's coming towards you, but there may be some people that don't want you to go where you're headed, right? For whatever reason. And this is just, and maybe it's not people, right? Maybe it's an energy or something. Anyways, I think that they found the key to keeping you down at a lower vibration, and they have not. Because you found the golden ticket to keep your vibe high, right? Okay. Messages for pile one. And that's a big struggle, remaining high vibing in such a chaotic world. It is. When you're an empath, holy cow. Phew. Messages for pile one. That's why it's so important that we drink lots of water, eat as healthy as we can. Because we have control over what we do to our bodies, with our bodies, and all of those things, right? Because our bodies are the vessel for our souls, right? And we're just trying to create a light body to align ourselves with our higher selves. Anyways, and so, you can't really control what's going on around you. And so there's this energy of doing everything that you can to try to not to get sucked into that vibration. Try to not get pulled back into that, right? But also making sure that you're putting yourself out there enough to where you're able to shine your light and show people and inspire others, right? So we can help the collective here. Messages for pile one. Yeah, whoever thinks that they found the golden ticket, right, could be a water sign. They might be a stoner. I don't know. They have not, okay? But they don't have to be a water sign, right? This is somebody who's very self-centered, somebody who is very self-driven. Could also be an earth sign here, or could have earth in their chart. Could also be two people, right? An earth and water sign doesn't have to be, take it as it resonates, okay? But I feel like whoever this is definitely being reprimanded. You know what I'm saying? Like, your ancestors are like, no, 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 no. You have no such key, no such ticket. You have no idea the wisdom of pile 1. This is not their first rodeo here. It's almost like pile 1, you see right through somebody. And they feel like because you don't say anything, that you don't see it. But I feel like you're not saying anything for one reason or another. Like it's like you're just keeping it to yourself, maybe out of kindness, maybe out of like there's something in it for you, or I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, it feels like you know way more than you lead on. And these people are they're naive to think that you don't. All right. I'm really drawn to this water element though, okay? There's something about, you know, some of you might be smokers, like of marijuana, and like all the power to you. It actually, I think that it helps you get into this flow state, right? Because it takes you out of all of the chaos and all of it. It connects your mind and your heart, like I was talking about earlier, because it takes the anxiety away, right? It takes all the overthinking and all that stuff away from you. And so there's something about maybe like punishing yourself or feeling bad about whatever it may be. And I feel like you are your hardest critic, pile 1. And I feel like you need to give yourself a break here, okay? Because you are so wise. You are very tapped in, and none of this is going to go anywhere. And so there's just a need to kind of surrender to the process and don't be so hard on yourself, right? Like, you don't have to, and even if it's not marijuana, maybe it's something else, right? I'm just really, the reason it came to mind is because, like, that fairy looks stoned. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, nobody can take these gifts from you. Nobody can take your blessings. Nobody can take where you're going. Nobody can take your destiny, right? I don't know. It just feels like there's a little bit of like fear about that. And it just doesn't seem, yeah. I just want to let you know that it's like that you're you're not like in trouble, you're not doing the wrong thing, like you're you know, anyways, I don't know. Because I know that, so I don't know, maybe I should explain this. Because like I know that there are a lot of people that will say that certain things kind of prevent you from ascending. And let me explain my perception of certain things during the ascension, okay? So everything has a vibration. Everything is a vibration. That including marijuana, right? So when you as a person surpass the vibration of marijuana, right, Marijuana is actually, it might make you more tired. It might make you, you might get the lower vibing effects of marijuana. But until you surpass that vibration, because I feel like marijuana kind of vibes pretty high, if I'm being honest with you. It's very natural. It's grown from the ground. It's something that, when people talk about it, they talk about getting high, right? You know what I'm saying? So until you match that vibration or surpass it, I feel like it's very beneficial on the journey, right? And even once you pass it, maybe you need it to relax at nighttime or on the weekend. It's your pastime, right? Like, you don't have to be perfect. And everyone has a different experience. I may be told that on my journey that I have to quit smoking marijuana, but maybe on your journey it's okay. So there's just this energy of like, don't pay attention to what other people are doing. Don't, focus on what feels right and what feels good to you. Pile 1. Okay. All right, let's get some advice. Yeah. There maybe needs a little bit of discipline, right? Maybe if you could just discipline yourself in regards to whatever this is, right? I'm just using marijuana as an example. But, no overindulgence and things like that. Making sure that you're still getting everything done, taking care of all your responsibilities, it's okay to unwind, right? It's okay to relax. It's okay to enjoy life, right? I mean, good grief. We're changing the planet. We're shifting the way the world is, and that's a lot of weight. So good grief if you want to unwind a little bit at nighttime. I think that that's allowed. Advice for pile 1. For some of you, this may unlock creativity, it may unlock passion, it may unlock whatever it may be. But just make sure that you're, again, it feels like you're stepping into a time, especially when there's some sort of opportunity. Yeah, there's some sort of wish fulfillment that's coming to you. You can feel it. It's coming. So enjoy. Okay? Get some rest. Take care of yourself, right? But yeah, just like pile 1, I just want to tell you to just do what makes you happy. Follow your heart and you can't go wrong. Anyways, thank you. Pile 2. If you chose the 10 of Wands, this is your reading. So, pile 2. I feel like not only are you opening doors on your own by doing things, taking steps, making sure you're doing what you're supposed to, staying driven, staying motivated. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like she worked late. You know what I'm saying? Like, doing some overtime, putting in the hours, right? Whatever it is. It seems like you're opening doors, but I also feel very much so that other doors are opening for you that you didn't really expect to open. Okay? These doors are, and you're going to get communication about them. These doors are being opened by God here, right? By Christ's consciousness, if you will. Because they're in alignment with you. You are in alignment with them. Okay? And I feel like you've actually kind of I think you're gonna be I feel like pleasantly surprised, like in an opportunity that you really didn't expect, like totally something out of left field, something that, and I'm not even sure, it doesn't even feel like it was really on the original blueprints. It feels like it's an alignment with somebody else, or something else, or something along those lines. Yeah, like it's going to be a game changer, I feel like. For sure, a game changer. Last shuffle. Oh, no, they said nope, one more. Okay. One more shuffle. Messages for pile 2, please. I haven't used this deck in a while because it's so big. Wow. So there may be somebody waiting for, you know, some sort of energetic work or something along those lines to work, right? You know, I think that they see that their ship has kind of formed here. You know, their weapon is formed, but it looks like they're floating the wrong way, right? Like it feels like they're floating the wrong way. So don't be discouraged here, okay? Okay. So in one sense, it feels like there is some sort of romantic offer that actually seems like it may be an illusion in some type of way. But more so, the energy that feels more so, I like that was just, so pile 2, if you're in some sort of new, right, something new has come towards you, probably rushed in very quickly, nothing planned, with nothing to really kind of offer or anything like that, just like almost like a hurry up, I got to get to pile 2 before somebody else does type of energy. That's an illusion, and I think you can feel it, and I'm just here to confirm it for you. Okay, on the other end here, when we're talking about business, okay, now let's talk about business, shall we? There is there is some sort of communication that's coming towards you, pile 2. Okay, again, here are the doors we're talking about, right? I feel like there is at least 2 doors that you're not even aware of, right? That you manifested, you don't even like, you just like let it go, right? I feel like there is, and this is going to kind of, I feel like you're building up several streams of income here, okay? And what I think is happening is these ships are docking here, and there's going to be quick communication, because I feel like pile 2, you're very much in your masculine energy. You're in this business mode, right? You're ready to get started, right? To take off, to, you know, have victory in whatever it is that you're wanting to do here, okay? You know, I feel like you're in movement, all right? This horse is moving right here, okay? And I feel like this is a decision that you decided on your own, right? But I feel like there's like some sort of collaboration or some sort of, this is something that I don't even know that you've really been waiting on it. You know, according to this card, it says you've been waiting on it, but it doesn't feel that way to me. This feels like it's like totally, again, like I was saying, doors that are opening out of left field. It feels like you are vibing at such a level that these doors are opening. I'm hearing the word prematurely, so I don't know, but I feel like you're ready. So it may have been on the blueprints, right, for this lifetime, but it may have not been time yet. But it seems as though, like, the way things are moving, it's almost like, plot twist, we got to go ahead and throw this in here. We got to go ahead and get this started, it seems. It feels like your ancestors, it feels like the angels, it feels like whoever is really, really running the show right now and really kind of making this happen and setting this up, because it feels like something has got to start sooner than it would have. It's very interesting. For some of you, an inheritance that you've been waiting on, you're going to get some sort of information about that as well. Something about a working will, or is that what that's called when you have to do things after somebody passes away? You have to do certain things in order to achieve, in order to get the inheritance. It's almost like, it feels like that might have been a situation for two of you, but you weren't aware. And so there were people that thought that they weren't gonna have to give you this money. Honey. But there was, it seems like, one or two people that were on your side the whole time and have been watching you and have been making sure that, without telling you, that you're moving in the right direction. Interesting. Messages for pile 2, please. So some of you, when I speak of an inheritance, it may actually be like a spiritual inheritance, okay? And there may have been doors that your ancestors are opening because of that, okay? So we've got the hare here, which talks about cycles. But this card really reminds me of, when I see this card, I think about the star. I think about healing. I think about, but also, bunnies to me speak of fertility and prosperity and new beginnings and opportunity, and you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times when you see a bunny, if some people might say, well, you're going to get pregnant or something like that. To me, it doesn't feel like, there's a bunch of pregnancies. There might be, and if so, congratulations if that's what you wanted. But to me, it feels like little baby businesses. Look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, like, it just feels like you're creating like 10 streams of income here. And you're attracting it, right? Like, she's not doing anything. Her eyes are actually closed here. What she's doing is keeping her vibration high, right? Keeping control of her emotions. Oh, but there are some people that are watching and they don't really like this, right? This is a general theme. This is how it's going to be, right? Whether it's an energy or people or something, it feels like there's somebody watching, and they want to try to I'm hearing like cause a splash, right? They want to try to cause a splash. They want to try to get your attention, or get you from focusing on within, get you from take you off your throne, right? Get you up off your throne, and that way you can remain at a level with them. It's like there's this energy of like, it's not fair, right? But they don't know the work that you put in to get where you are, the work that you put in to open these doors, right? I feel like your guides and your ancestors are really, really working behind the scenes right now. Like getting no rest right now. A lot of it is protecting you, right? Keeping you safe, keeping your vibration high, allowing you to remain your authentic self. Anyone that questions you or whatever it may be, doubts you, talks badly about you, like they're under attack. Like, I'm hearing burdens for everyone. Like, whoever threw stones at you, right? You took those stones and you built something out of it. But now they're being stoned. Messages for pile 2, please. Yeah. Because you really have stepped into your power here, right? Or they're paving the way in order for you to do so, okay? But don't forget, right? I feel like there's something about, elephants they have a very good memory, and they will never forget how people treated them, right? So it feels like there's this energy of, don't forget where you came from, but also don't forget how people treated you before, all right? We understand, pile 2, that you're kind and you're loving and unconditional and all those things, but don't go back to where you came from, because you escaped for some of you, okay? Some of you are very, very, like, well known, very, like, in the spiritual world, you are, I just want to say, like, the bee's knees, right? But your spiritual power itself, okay? Your third eye and your crown chakra are flawless at this time. And anytime moving forward. But again, it does feel like there are people or person or energy that is devoted to trying to keep you at a lower vibration, or again, you know, cause whatever in the water, right? Because underneath you it looks real green, and they wish that they could just take that away, it seems, for whatever reason. Messages for pile 2. So just be aware. And again, that it feels like those 2 cards came out on the first pile, so some of you might have came over from the first pile. Yeah, it seems like there's like a toad, right? It's like pile 2, if you kissed a toad, it would turn into a prince, whether it was really a prince or not. And there's almost like this energy of, you know, or maybe if you kiss a toad and it's not supposed to turn into a prince, maybe you'll turn into a toad. Yeah? It feels like there's like trickery going on here. But the thing is you can see right through it. Like, because you are very tapped in. You are very divinely guided. You are very much in your power at this time. You're vibing high. Your ancestors, your angels, your guides, all of that have seriously got your back. And they're opening up doors for you. They're closing up doors and they're opening up others. Okay? For some reason, pile 2, it feels like there's a lot of doors open right now. Maybe too many doors. And I think that there's something about sorting things out and getting that sorted out or something. So if you are feeling a little overwhelmed, I think that might be like kind of what's going on, is there's too many doors open. Right? So that indoors could talk about relationships, it could talk about jobs, it could talk about, you know, businesses, opportunities, all these different things. Okay? But it seems like some of the energy coming through some of the doors doesn't mesh with some of the energy coming through others of the doors, and it's kind of got you like going in this like thing. Excuse me. So it feels like your guides and your ancestors and your angels and all of that are working on, you know, I'm just like seeing somebody like slamming some doors, like, nope, nope, nope. Make sure that if they are slamming a door, right, that you're not trying to open it back up. And I just feel like saying, like, don't kiss the toad. Whoever the toad is, don't kiss the toad. He's not a prince. Okay? And I think that this toad has shown you multiple times before that he's not a prince or she's not a prince. But maybe you were high, maybe you were drunk, maybe, you know what I mean, when you open this door back up, or something along those lines, and you need to just close that sucker right back up, okay? I feel like some of you are in some serious bloodlines, some very important bloodlines. Like, it feels like, yeah. What's some advice for pile 2? It feels like some of you are so humble that you don't understand the importance of your presence. Advice for pile 2. And if you really understood, you wouldn't reopen some of these doors. I'm hearing maybe out of boredom. advice for pile 2. Yeah, look, we got the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Do not kiss the toad. And it fell right on top of this card. The magic frog here. Because, you know, you could turn into the toad and that person could turn into, and the toad could turn into you, right? You just don't know how that's going to pan out. I know that you have high hopes for it and that you really wish that the toad would be the prince. But I'm sad to tell you that the toad is not the prince. The toad just wants your kingdom. Like, I'm taken back to Aladdin. Who was it? Jafar? Right? Feels like Jafar energy. Yeah. You leave that toad alone, and then you've got some sort of manifestation that's coming towards you here. Okay? Huge renewal, big enlightenment. Okay? A lot of peace, a lot of healing, and a lot of balance and harmony. But this is coming to you on your own. Okay? Just follow your intuition, pile 2, because I think you know. I think you know. And it doesn't have to be romantic, right? It doesn't have to be romantic. It could totally be some sort of opportunity and you're like, that toad is no prince, right? That toad is no emperor. Like, that business is going nowhere. So just make sure that you're using this, take it as it resonates and apply it as such. Okay. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.